Hey, it's me. I'm kind of going out of my comfort zone at this point. Please don't divorce. You know, I know we have our differences. I know we've had our issues. You know, I know I've made so many mistakes and pushed you away, but I also know you do love me. Somewhere down in there, you do. You know, that trip to Buffalo, you wanted to leave early to spend more time with me. We were good until Jim texted you when I turned into a dick, and then the hotel situation, and I didn't back you up. You've been right the whole time. I've been scared. I've been a bitch. I've been trying to do everything so perfect without hurting anybody's feelings, and the only person I was hurting is you. Until tonight, I never realized how much you did love me until I started texting Renee on how I didn't defend you. And it clicked that just because you didn't show or say it didn't mean you did have my back and that you didn't love me. Every time you came back into my life or time we had issues and you wanted to leave, you came back. That's love. And I'm sorry that I took it for granted. I don't think I took it for granted, but I don't know what word to use. Everything you've ever done for me has been amazing. And I guess the only word I can use is I was selfish. I wanted more from you when you couldn't give it. I should have been the one taking charge. I should have been the one initiating more when you're giving me the hints, like, and I can't keep blaming my past. My past is the past. The trip from Buffalo really thought it was going to change our lives. I came back ready to lose weight. Came back to finally take control and be the husband I've always promised you. Failed on the ride home due to the fact with the hotel being a bitch at dinner the night before with the whole football game and the rooms and all that shit. I know I've made mistakes. I know I've been a bitch. I don't know what else to say about that. I do know you do love me, but I also know why you don't respect me. How can you respect somebody that has not shown you respect? You ask me to do simple things, and I either shrug it off or I just plain out forget. And if I say I love you so much, I shouldn't be doing that. And the only thing I can say is I'm lazy. My past, and I can't blame Crystal because I haven't been with her in forever. It became a habit, and that's not who I am. And that's the hardest part, is to try to show you who I am. And then when, and I'm not blaming you, but when you call me Jim or anything else, it hurts, and then I shut down. I tend to forget more, or I don't do the things that I need to do for you. I'm not useless and I'm not worthless. I actually do a lot. Everything I've ever tried to do was try to make you happy. And in December, we had multiple conversations of how you did want to fix things and how we could get back to sending music and hearts and all that. And I felt like we were on that route until I fucked up on the trip. In Buffalo, you were hugging me more, and your friend's house, you asked me to come to bed with you, which you haven't done that forever. I always have defended you, and I've always blamed myself when stuff has gone wrong. Have I defended you the way I should have? No. I should have shut people out immediately. And you're right. It was a trauma response with the group. I used it to drink, and that's all I used it for, was to drink. They were never my friends. And it's sad that I'm going to probably lose you because I chose making everybody happy instead of just making you happy, and then they enjoy our lives. And you're right as well. If they were my friends, they wouldn't have put you down. They would have asked if I needed help. They would have congratulated me on the move instead of telling me to stay. There's a lot of things that have gone wrong. I can hope and pray. I don't know what else to do. I'm scared to lose you. I love you. I know someplace down inside you love me too. But I also know I've covered your heart up with a bunch of shit that has tainted us. And we were doing good as friends until you read that message about Renee, and I know you said that was the last straw, and I'm sorry. The last thing I ever wanted was to hurt you. And you can't say it didn't hurt. It hurt because you've defended me to your friends and even to Pete, and I know how much you love him. And I couldn't even fucking say anything. I don't even know if I was reading anything that night because I was driving when I was texting her. I don't think I was reading the whole thing, and I probably wouldn't have defended anyways. I've always been worried about losing friends, and I don't know what friends are. I didn't until I met you. You are my best friend. You are my wife. Well, I hope forever, but I know that's probably not the case. The papers are on the table, and I hope you change your mind. I know your worth, and that's why I don't want to lose you. I get jealous. I don't want to be Jim. I chose you over alcohol. I chose you over Florida. I've chose you over everything. Do I fall down? Yes. And you've always picked me up. And I know it gets tiring when you always got to do the picking up. And I know what type of person you want. You want somebody that's going to be strong and be there for you. And I always thought when we got together we were going to be equal. And that's not the case. I should have been the man, and I know I should have. I can't change the past. I can change the future, and I can change me for the future. I know it might not change much, but I get now why you don't want a relationship. Because in a relationship, you have the burden of them and your own problems. When you're just having sex, which I used to try to do, you only have your problems, and if anything else comes up, you can walk away. Love sucks, but love is also great. I don't want you to carry my problems, and I've tried to do them on my own, and then when I do that, it upsets you because then you say I don't ask for help. And it kills me today with the cell phone bill because this is the first time anything has gotten shut off in my life. And I thought we were good because I set up this payment thing, and you're right, I got to stop that payment shit. I just know that you want to have fun, and I want to be there to have fun with you. So I sacrificed, and I lost. I would have a budget, and then other shit would come up, and my budget goes to shit, and then I fall right back into where I'm at. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm sticking to everything, and I hope you can believe me. I have not lied to you. Have I hid some things? Probably. Have I worded things differently to still tell the truth but not lie? And yeah. Florida was a bad influence. Brett was a bad influence. Renee is a bad influence. When she's saying, oh, just tell her you're going to sell the house and see how she says. That's fucking terrible. And like I told her, I've never lied to you, and I'm not going to start. Regardless of what happens between us, I will not start lying to you. I never tell you about bills and stuff because I don't want you to think I'm a failure. And then shit happens and I end up being a failure. I've just always wanted somebody that was understanding and helpful and would be there for me if I fall. Maybe I'm selfish for that. But when we got together, you were everything I wanted. You know, you had so many times to run, but yet you kept coming back and back and back. And I know there's more to us than this, the bickering and everything else. Just please delay the divorce and see what happens with this. You know, I understand where you're at. I finally understand where you're at. You know, between the whole Chuck thing and going to some parties with you, I get what you want. I'm sorry that I have failed you at those parties, and, you know, you have no idea how hard this is. I just hope you listen to this whole thing, and I love you so much, and I wish and I pray that you can see that I am going to change. This whole year was going to be a change for me. I mean, hell, I've already dropped 40 pounds. I am making money. You know, I just used it wrong. And that's not going to happen. I will have the money for Florida. I will have the money for the cruises. I'm not going to fail you again. I promise you with all my life. I promise my mom's life and my kids' lives that I will not fail you again. And if I am about ready to fall, you're going to know, and I'm going to ask for help before I do. I've never loved somebody like you. You don't wear your heart in your sleeve. You bottle up everyone's emotions and feelings and won't fall. And I love that about you. You know, I know there's more between us than this. If there wasn't, you would have been gone a long time ago. And I'm sorry. The whole Renee thing I know really fucking pissed you off due to the fact that I had her blocked and I should have kept it that way. I should have learned my lessons with the Katie fucking Cassie bullshit. I just have this heart of giving people second chances. Because I wish people would give me second chances. And I'm not talking about you. You've given me so much more than second chances. I truly love you, Carolyn. And you know I would do anything for you. I'm not going to be this lazy bum that just lets everything go. When shit needs to be done and I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to fucking do it. I'm going to be a man for the first time in my life. But please, I don't even want to beg, but I am. Don't divorce. Please don't. I love you.